Oh, hi everybody. I know it's 7 minutes past 9, but we can't control certain factors in the room. It's all good. It's all good.
What?
What? Hey Jack, how you doing?
Yo.
Did you just show up? Never mind. I was gonna make a veiled threat to start the show promptly at 9 o'clock, but then you hold the keys to the kingdom as far as the video stream is concerned. So, hollow threats were lobbed in your direction, or would have been lobbed in your direction.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a hard start.
Not in this household.
Yes.
Wait, what? Never mind. Wait, we can fix that in post. Are we recording? Or are you still going over the show sheet? Yeah, take your time.
No,
you don't have to hit.
We are good.
You don't have to hit the thing yet.
We are rolling.
This is pre-show content for the folks on YouTube. Unless you're saying that we already are recording.
Whew, we're recording.
Oh, fantastic! All right. Well, this this is the show. Well, we all start the show doing James Brown impressions. New bit. It's getting better.
It's pretty good.
His bad bits are working their way through. He's gonna get to a good bit.
Are we gonna have the bad bit?
Bad bit of the week?
Yeah.
It's not the bad bit.
The Badslant bad bit of the week? BSBDOTW?
That's a
You
lot.
You guys just.
That's a lot.
You guys don't appreciate it. That's
These
all.
things gotta hit eventually.
I mean, if you have to explain the.
Alright.
Alright, come on, Vlad.
I'm not going to explain it this week.
Alright, come on,
I
man.
think
Let's
you're
do
going to
this.
get it.
An encyclopedic explanation.
Yes.
Ha!
Ah,
Okay.
okay, see? At least I didn't have to explain it this time.
I'm not gonna show my cards. Do we have any guesses? Like I guess that Jack, do you have a guess as to what what he's inferring here?
Brush your shoulders off.
Get
back.
dirt off your shoulder.
We're
Yes.
talking about Connor and his brush off with Cowboy Cerrone.
The shoulder
The
shuck
shoulder
of one
shuck,
cowboy
yeah.
Cerrone.
It
The
broke.
shrug of the century.
Yeah, pretty
Come
pretty
on.
much like
I guess.
broke his nose and turned the tide of the fight. Is that what you're talking about?
Perhaps the orbital bone.
Yeah.
Okay, survey says is he accurate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, first week I didn't have to explain myself.
Woo!
Terrible.
Just you have to try. That's all. What the hell's going on?
What the hell?
Whoa!
This is a pretty bad version.
It turned pretty quick there.
What did just happen?
The bad bit continues.
It just doesn't.
He was
Okay, that's my fault.
he was literally congratulating himself as the bit went to hell.
He's
Like, you can't.
patting his back.
He's Barry Horowitz from like a 1987
Oh, Barry
episode
Horowitz.
of WWE Superstars. It's so bad what just happened. Oh,
Was
man.
that was his character's name, right? Barry Horowitz.
That was his name.
and
Barry
he would pat
Horowitz.
himself on the back.
Yeah, Ice
He-
is Barry Horowitz.
He had the
He
what
doesn't
is
know
it?
who we're talking
No,
about.
he had the vest with the handprint on
Yes.
his shoulder, over his shoulder.
Perfectly placed.
Yeah, vicious.
We'll show him clips after the show.
Wasn't
Okay.
he like?
He's a jobber.
That's it.
Yeah.
There
This
you
is the
go.
perfect talk for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we'll table that.
Yeah. No, it's
Excellent.
perfect.
All right.
It's perfect for the conversation later, and it's perfect for the bit that just died. So, I think that deserves a shot. What say you?
Let's go.
We're gonna start now.
Let's go.
Oh.
Go.
You get that one.
Thank you.
I didn't even know they made them this little.
They
Found
make
that
him
out
in
this
all.
week.
Yeah, they make him in all sizes, bro.
That's cool, man.
I know what you're talking about.
Well,
These little cups.
hopefully to the end of a bad bit.
Cheers. Boom, boom,
Cheer-
boom,
cheers,
boom,
cheers.
Did you
Hey,
pick
so
a
the
Jay-Z master mix?
This is a medley.
I had no idea what.
It's a medley.
Jesus!
I love it.
I heard the beat. I was like, "That's what I'm looking for."
I just need a modicum of effort. Just
You're telling me he doesn't? He tries. He's a try hard. Come on, man.
cheers,
Cheers.
I guess. Oh.
Oh.
All right, I think we can start the show.
What did we just drink?
Bullet.
You had bullet bourbon. I stuck with the vodka bit, but we all made the same face. It's all good. I think it's a Malort face. Could be. I don't know.
It's more of a sipping.
Oh. Woo.
It's a painful start to the show. Live from Eddie's room, from the Badslant Studios in Fairfax, Virginia, this is the Badslant Podcast. I am your hashtag moderator, Asian John, back in the flesh. Jack,
Hello.
here, punctual as ever. Welcome back, sir. And on the ones and twos, making a horrible grimace face, that's Ice.
It's not sitting well.
Oh, no.
I should have pulled you, like, when we did the shot, like, do you want to go off script and do a brown liquor after you've been drinking white liquor? But it's totally fine.
Maybe not.
You're a pro, and you'll get through it. Just like we're professionals, and we'll remember to plug our own website, badslant.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Badslant. We're trying to get over 100 followers on Instagram. Again, low bar that we're trying to clear, but your help is solicited and appreciated all the same. As always, watch us live on YouTube. Hi. I think we might be entertaining the notion of using the Twitch, but we'll see how that progresses in the next week or so. But however you consume this product, be that Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, because they get top billing over TuneIn, Stitcher, and CastBox, we say thank you and subscribe on any of those wonderful platforms and give us a 5-star review. And as always, support the show, badslant.com/support. Get all your Amazon, Target, and Walmart shopping while Ice shucks his shoulders and shakes like a little girl. You can do all your shopping through our links on badslant.com/support. Okay. All right. Can you get it together?
Oh, I'm trying so hard.
It's rough.
I guess
This was a horrible decision.
It's been a while since I had bullet. It's
You did a shot Are you gonna puke?
No.
He's gonna have to get interrupted. Remember last
yeah.
week's show where he just left?
Yes.
Just went and took a leak.
Yes. Remind for the folks. Okay, we remember vividly how that played out.
We were in the midst of a conversation.
Literal.
And he
like,
just
the weeds.
stood up, and then just took a leak. We're
He's
like,
like,
what?
hold on, guys.
When you gotta
What?
Go, you gotta go, man.
Understood,
Evidently.
but yeah.
Zero respect for his co-host, but it's totally fine.
It's all good.
You paid your penance. You did the
You
Chicago
did.
penalty kick, the penalty shot, I should say, like a champ. But
Once again, no more Malort. I think I've been reminded. That is not the way to go. No.
Well, I already knew that, man.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
I'd rather take
I do
the
hot sauce.
the picante penance
Okay, fair enough.
all day, every day.
All right, so you guys are both of the picante penance.
Yeah, I don't want Malort. I despise that.
Okay, fair enough. All right. The bottle's gonna get some dust on the shelf, but it's totally fine. But something that will not get dust on your shelf if you purchase it through our links on badslant.com/support is the Google Home Hub. I can't speak to this intelligibly. You guys are way into the whole interactive smart home environment, but I know a good deal when I see one. So this thing is on sale. Usually a regular price, $129.99 regularly. It's on sale now on Target.com for $99. But wait, should we start calling this like the skinflint deal of the week? Because we got to punch it up a little bit.
Or something. Maybe we can work on the name, but
Something fancied up a
yeah,
little bit. Okay.
yeah.
We'll think about it.
Yeah.
In the new year, 2020, more low-level goals. You can get a price match through Target.com for the price of $53.97. That's almost $50 off on this wonderful home product that Ice will get into. But you can do that within 14 days of purchase, or you do it when you make the purchase initially. Just make sure you show them the ad. It's on sale for $53.97 through GameStop. So we'll have a link for that. We'll tweet it out.
Tweet.
I think we're going to put it on Facebook too.
No.
No? Okay. We'll tweet it. That's a hard and fast no. But we'll tweet it to give you all incentive to follow us at Badslant on Twitter.com.
Twitter.
I'll cede the floor to you, sir. You can speak to the changes in your life by switching to the Google Home life, because you're about that life.
Yeah, so I picked this up during Black Friday of 2018. So there
You've been
was
living that life for a
so
while.
that,
Wow.
I think that was roughly around the year it came out.
Okay.
And they had a good deal during Black Friday. So,
Early adopter.
yeah. So I decided to pick one up. And, because it's basically a Google Assistant, like one of those home...
It's like a smart speaker.
But with a screen.
Now it has a screen.
Because when you have the little speakers around, you can still talk to it. It'll still talk back. But you can't see anything. So I just didn't think how much having a visual made a huge difference.
You're a visual learner, it seems
So,
like.
so when you're asking like what the temperature is, they have a cool visual.
Oh, cool.
Just like you see on your phone with
Yeah.
the sun.
Yeah.
You
it's
need
raining.
to be able to see that it says it's 69 right now.
Sweet.
By the way, Episode number 69.
Did you even mention that?
I did not.
Ah,
Nice. Anyways.
But yeah, so like, you know, it has all the same features of a Google Home, but there's a screen portion. So because there's a screen, it adds a whole new dynamic to it where now you can ask to see things on YouTube and it'll pull it up.
Oh, cool.
Showing that that highlight from yesterday's Zion game,
Sweet.
Pelicans game. And
A lot of those, evidently.
They'll show it on YouTube. If you have YouTube TV, you can just be like, hey, show me Channel 4, show me HBO, and it'll pop it up on the TV. So it's almost like another screen. And then especially like if you want because a lot of people put this in their kitchen, you can like pull up recipes and there's like a whole cool view to see recipes, and you can see it line by line.
Oh, sweet.
You can set timers, all that. It's really handy.
It does it all.
And when it's not doing any of that stuff, you can set it up as one of those like digital photo frames.
Okay.
So you can like pick all your photos and it's synced up with your Google account. So
Staring at pictures of your kids all weekend because you haven't seen enough of them? What?
Yep, exactly.
We'll get to that later.
So yeah, it's one of those surprise gadgets of mine that has taken over my life, and I find myself using it like every day. And we switched the voice to John Legend, so now I have John Legend in my house. And
Nice.
He talks back to me.
I like that.
With his sexy voice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Does he sing to you?
Why not Chrissy Teigen?
You know, I never asked him to sing to me. I wonder if he would.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Nice.
Give it a go.
What do you say? Just sing me a song?
Yeah, sing me a song.
Sweet.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
at least try.
For $53, you can't go wrong, man. You waste that on like a fancy ass burger somewhere.
You can't lose. You can't lose.
That's a win and a half. And that's coming from 2 whole wins, so that makes perfect sense. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with the Google Home Hub. Again, on sale for $99 through Target.com. Okay, this is convoluted. You buy through our link, but then you show the folks at Target the ad from GameStop.com, which we will send a link to on Twitter, and you get the price match for $53.97.
One more.
Point fingers.
I can't believe I missed this
audio medium.
cool feature because Nest, Google Nest, is part of the Google family.
Yep.
If you have the little Nest Hello, the doorbell, if someone presses your doorbell, boom, pops up with that little screen thing, man. It's cool. Sold. That's all you need. So it's just, you can put that little screen anywhere. Anytime someone presses the doorbell, you can see who it is. Awesome.
Sold.
Yep. Ain't nobody taking anything off your porch.
Boom, bang.
For damn sure. Jesus, stop that.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I think we said plenty about the Google Home Hub.
Go get it now before the deal goes away.
Yes, it could. Any second now. But we got a lot to get to on the show proper. We had I would say a relatively eventful weekend. Everybody, maybe not me. But you guys seem to have an eventful weekend. A lot of stuff happening in the sportsy sports world. I think we're going 2 weeks in a row talking about sports. We'll try to keep the gravy train rolling because you can't ignore the fact that Zion has graced us with his appearance on an NBA court. And, a few other ancillary happenings in the world of entertainment, sports entertainment as well. So we'll get to all that, I think, perhaps. I don't know how much time we wasted already. But item 1A on the sheet for me when we were talking about what we're going to discuss on this week's episode. Jack don't get out much.
He doesn't leave his house.
If he gets out, it's rarely on time. But you told us about this last week, perhaps off
air, yeah.
That you were swinging into the Big Apple on the chandelier.
Yes.
And you were doing it sans children's.
Yes.
So it really was the weekend of Jack.
I mean, yeah, with my wife.
Like the summer of George, though. But
the biggest part of that, no kids.
There was no children.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, so
if you can have that at this point in your life, it's kind of like the cherry on top. Like there's no matching it.
Correct. Yeah. So
you took on NYC.
We did. Last year, we'll take it back a bit. So my wife got a free voucher from Delta. They had to switch. There was some kind of mishap in terms of overbooking of a flight that she took last year. So they gave her a credit. They gave her $200 credit. And so
you guys flew up there?
No, yeah, we flew up to New York City.
God.
They can't be bothered.
No, we can't be bothered to drive. No, not at all.
Seems like a theme on the show.
So awesome.
From 1 week to the next.
Do you know how long the actual flight time is?
Huh?
Guess. Just guess.
I'm gonna say 30 minutes.
79.
Like, you go up, you come down.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm talking about. He's close.
Okay.
It's for us the going there was 34 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yes, but the whole flight when you board and then when you actually deboard, it's like it's an hour and a half, right? So that's what they quote
So now
you.
I'm close.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, go
So
ahead.
yeah, exactly. But for the whole flight, what they quote you. But yeah, my wife got a voucher, so it kind of subsidized the flight up there. So we took a flight up there, and then we spent the Martin Luther King holiday long weekend up there. So we actually flew up on Saturday, stayed in Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah, so it was very very relaxing, man. Like no
Okay.
children.
But we found this out like over the course of the last day or so, where he did not continue the bit.
Come on.
I didn't. Yeah,
Come
I did. I
on,
wear. Yeah,
man.
tonight. I am wearing the Mark Wahlberg Chevrolet dealership hat. I did not get a chance to make the request for a Mark Wahlberg picture during my stay at the Hilton Garden Inn.
It's only one of the best bits that
I
we have.
know. The
Now
best.
I tried to go back and request it after I booked it, but
What
there
are you
was
gonna
no.
send you the picture to your house?
No. Before after because I booked it in advance, obviously, but it's just like I tried to go back
The
and
damage was done.
it was already confirmed, booked, and I was
That's
like,
so
there's
funny.
no option.
What are
I
you
was
doing?
like-
Say hi to your mother for me.
I did not continue the bit. I was I think I
ruined
would
the
say a couple of days after I booked it, I looked at my wife and go, oh my god,
Sheer regret.
I didn't make the request. She goes, you're screwed.
You're screwed. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I was like, yes, I am. So, but yeah, it was great to just hang out with my
So you guys
wife.
actually had this planned well in advance, like
Yes.
months in advance?
I would say it was probably a month and a half in advance, because we had to get my in-laws to take the kids, drop them off, prepare for everything involved. So.
Was everything fairly smooth?
Oh
While you guys were
yeah,
gone?
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yes.
you could do this again.
Yes, we can. I think
Woo!
it's just my
There's hope.
Yeah, there's hope.
Hope.
Yeah, there's hope for it.
I'll see you in Vegas.
See.
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 But yeah, it was. We went around through all the old haunts that we.
I need you to keep it PG though. Go through the
Yeah.
everything.
No coitus.
It was no. I didn't say it. I didn't
Stop.
say it.
Oh,
We just went through all the old
you know
haunts.
there's coitus.
There
the
was
hell up.
There's a lot of food, a lot of drinking.
Okay, thank you.
On my part. It was cold, like severely cold.
was
Who
cold
knew
here,
New York City in January would be
Who
cold?
knew? Who
It
knew?
was like, dude, the first night it was snowing, which was nice. It was pretty there. It
Looks
was
like a scene out of Serendipity.
exactly. It
Am I
was
right?
great. Yeah, so we were walking. We went to Ippudo. Want to shout out to Ippudo. So that I hadn't been there. Let's see, for 5 or
I've
6
been to this
years.
place.
Yeah, it's
Is that still like the Holy Grail?
No.
I don't think so. No.
There's better places.
Next.
Yeah, I think that, but we just wanted to visit it, and there was still a long wait to it too as well. Yeah, man, we went down to Chinatown, tried new foods, was drinking everywhere. I mean, it was a fun time. Got to watch sports without having to deal with
Sportsy
kids.
sports.
Yeah, you watched the NFC championship game while I was down there at the bar. Yeah, man, it was very relaxing.
Did you do it with the wife in tow?
No, she actually
Oh,
was.
shit.
What?
She was actually a bit tired then.
She said, "Go pound sand."
So I just went. Yeah, pretty much. I
I'm
went
gonna
down.
Take this nap. It ain't gonna snap.
Pretty
nap
much.
itself.
There was a lot of sleeping, and we would eat. And we would. The one
Like
thing.
the good old days,
Yeah,
right?
seriously, man. Like we wake up late. We were like, no kids.
Like,
There's
what
no-
do we do?
What do we do exactly? A lot of times we
You
were
were at
thinking
a
like,
loss.
what we were at a loss of what to do. So we would like force ourselves to go out into one of the busiest cities and one of the most exciting cities in
It's
America.
like you're almost like, I kind of just want to sit in this hotel room.
We
Like,
did do a
oh,
lot.
man.
We did do a lot of that. Trust me, we did do a lot of that. We were like, let's just watch HGTV right now. Like we're cool with that. Uninterrupted. Like we could have a conversation like with each other. So it was
Like,
good to.
Shawshank ain't gonna watch itself.
Yeah,
Like,
basically, we didn't watch that, but we reconnected.
It was
which
definitely
was cool.
on though.
It was definitely needed, man. Like.
That's
We
awesome.
haven't had like a getaway like that in such a long time. So
By the way, the first hit that comes up when you look up ramen in New York City, Ichiran, not Ippudo, Ichiran.
Have you been there?
This is a brand straight out of Tokyo, straight out of Japan.
Oh,
that
that's
one.
the
It's
one.
the
The
one
one
with
with the cubby?
the booth.
Do I get the order from like a Google Hub and then they bring it out to you?
I should hope. like when I went to Japan, it was buttons. Now
Yeah.
it should be voice activated. So we're almost there.
Oh, damn it.
You're so
I
close.
heard if like I believe like at that place if you go for the solo booth it's fine, but if you try to get a table to sit with someone else,
you're a dickhead.
that takes forever.
It's
There's like a
terrible.
long wait. For
Kill
them.
that noise.
Just
Kill that.
eat the food and they serve it through a hole and your beer your water
Like
comes out of
glory
a
hole.
tap. Yeah, exactly for ramen.
There are sites for that.
That's why this is episode 69. But yeah, it's an experience unto itself. But it sounds like you had a pretty good experience.
Great experience, yeah. Definitely.
Anything new? Because it sounds like you mentioned going to the old haunts, but anything new that you experienced?
Oh, there was a food, I guess sort of like the block here, like a food court style, like market. Like it's like the block
Is
in
it like-
Annandale.
It's all Asian.
Yeah, it was all Asian in Chinatown.
okay.
So like there was a ton of stuff. Apparently, it seemed like they just discovered boba tea. I'm like, there's like this huge line at the boba station. I was like, what is
What
this?
is this, Bo?
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? Like,
You remember what it was called?
I can't remember. I don't remember the franchise, but the place
The
we went
whole
to
thing.
it was like Joe's Steam Rice Roll. It was like this Chinese as F place where they were making just like these wraps, these crepe. The
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yeah,
Come eat.
That was
Come,
it was
come.
actually pretty good. That's the place we went to, and then we also what so banh mi, the banh mi place.
Oh, the
We
one in
also-
Little Italy.
yeah, we also got some
Yeah.
Hainanese chicken. Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
The Nyonya.
Yeah, yeah.
Gongha Hainan.
It's like straight. It's so Chinese. It's like cash only. You walk
love
in,
it.
you're
I
like,
love
what?
That's where currency should be accepted more places.
Exactly.
God damn it.
What else? We went to Battery Park, which was cool. They have like this winter wonderland.
What's that about?
Yeah,
You
it's
guys did a lot.
we did it a lot than we expected. But
Took advantage of their time away from kids.
Wow.
hell yeah, dude! Like
Which
a
you
lot of
did not.
Ubers though. A lot of
Oh, yeah.
Ubers.
In that weather?
Yeah,
No,
dude.
no.
Yeah, didn't take one cab.
What about train?
Why? It's how? There's cabs everywhere.
I
Doesn't
know.
it take longer to call an Uber than just
They're
a
actually
cab?
pretty quick. It's actually
Oh,
pretty
yeah?
quick. They're rolling around. The one time, so when we were coming back the first night to our hotel, when we took an Uber back because it was snowing like crazy,
Mhm.
and so we pull up to our block, and I can see
Like
our Uber
Scarface.
driver, right? He switches apps, sees that we're 2 minutes away,
Yeah.
and 1 minute away, and then there's another fare on Lyft that's 2 minutes away. He boom accepts, and so like,
That's so funny.
yeah, so that like he's pulling double duty. So like you can't knock the hustle. Dude.
Hustler's code.
I
Yeah.
tried it the last time I was in New York. I was just being used to calling Uber. I called
Yeah.
an Uber. Like so many cabs were flying by me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They do have-
Why am I waiting for this?
And
cab?
they take credit cards
They
now.
I
do,
know.
and they do
It's
have an
the
app.
best. Yeah.
They do have an app up there too.
So now when you get in the cab, you could pull up the app, you scan it, and so there's a code. You just punch it in, and then you pay through the
Yeah,
phone the same way.
it's yeah. So you can still hail a cab. I've
Yeah.
seen people doing it old school, just hailing the cab.
We're clearing things up here. Jack would rather do this
Yes,
than
scroll.
this.
Yeah. I didn't say. I
It's
mean,
an audio medium. I
yeah,
understand. But
it's fine. Yeah.
thumb roll, thumb scroll,
What else did we try?
versus
We
arm.
went to the Levain Bakery with your
Oh,
suggestion. So
nice.
cookies.
yeah, let's get some cookies.
that
and
mountain
then,
of cookies.
so we were like a block and a half away from the Xi'an Foods, like the Chinese place, but like,
Xi'an!
we were
You
so
didn't go?
we were so stuffed,
Oh
dude.
my
You're a
God.
bag of shit.
Are
you kidding me?
Who passes up that? Oh,
Next
that's
time, bro.
$7 for the best lamb face noodles you've ever had in
It's
your
the
life.
dirtiest place in the world. but
It was
so
grimy.
much-
It was grimy
so
as hell.
much-
We walked by it.
Xi'an?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
We walked by it, and then
It's
I
sad.
looked in. I was like, okay, there's one non-Chinese person in there. I can't eat there.
Well, okay, it's
They
not
play-
the dirtiest place.
They
but
play a
it's-
Tribe Called Quest as you order your
Dang it! Really?
You-
Ah.
Your lamb face noodles, your lamb burger, like whatever the hell you want. They're bumping hip hop from the 90s. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is 100% in your wheelhouse and your wife's wheelhouse. Like,
She didn't
They
like.
said nah.
She didn't like lamb.
oh my god, they have other stuff too.
They have other stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I
I'm
don't
all
eat
about the
lamb.
lamb. What?
What?
I'm all about that. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought you said you're not.
I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm just thinking.
What?
He
Moving
just
on.
wants to
Anyways.
inject horrible pop songs into the show. But it was a successful weekend. Like,
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
good
very,
time.
it was very, very successful.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
I'm
man.
glad.
jealous. I
you
wish I
needed
could've
you
done
needed
that.
the break.
Yeah, it was like all of our pictures and stories were just food. Like there's like
I don't blame
yeah,
you.
there's barely any pictures of us. It was
Dollar slices of pizza.
oh yeah,
Oh.
pizza.
Yeah.
Like I got that slice I needed and I wanted.
Where'd you go?
Just
We went to
one
Joe's
slice?
Pizza.
Okay.
Joe's is pretty good. And
Just
then
one slice.
no, I Uber Eats another one because I was so fat. I was just like, I'm not leaving this place. So
Because why walk a block to a slice of pizza when you can just Uber Eats it?
we Uber Eated it, and so I Uber Eats some artichoke pizza. It's
Is
the
that good?
it's the place is
That sounds
called
gross.
the place is called Artichoke
I was
Pizza.
like,
They
that
do
sounds
have
disgusting.
they do have an artichoke one, which I got, and then my wife got the margarita. She said it was really good. So it was
That sounds disgusting. Though.
We're so bougie. I can't believe what
It's
we are in our
amazing.
lives.
amazing.
That's so far from just getting like a regular dollar slice.
Yeah, so,
The dollar
I got the
slice.
dollar slice. Don't worry,
Dollar
bro.
slice is money.
I got the big dollar slice. Don't worry.
Okay.
Did you try to cop in New York City?
Did you go to Fight Club?
No, I didn't go to
Come on.
Fight Club.
Oh.
I didn't.
That's like your mecca, man.
I know.
That
I
should
didn't.
be.
I mean, if I brought shoes with me, I could have
Resale.
consigned it when I was there. I didn't. I had a pair, and I didn't want to consign it.
Rip them off your feet and like, here, take them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Please.
No. We did walk past the boutique like sneaker shop while we were there, and then like they had all the shoes in plastic,
Yeah.
all the t-shirts
Yeah.
wrapped in like
Yep.
basically the dry cleaner plastic. I was like, that seems cool. But it's not like I hadn't seen this stuff anyway, so I was just
Like
like
I never buy shoes while I'm there, but I love
You love
walking in
perusing.
there. I love looking at it. I'm just like, oh, that's the one.
That's the
oh
good.
That's
my
my
goodness.
grail.
there's Flight Club.
Grail.
and then I think Stadium.
Grail.
I think Stadium Goods is also up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up
Should
there.
be.
But I think they're pretty expensive.
So you did not have a chance to cop the infrared dunks that came out this weekend,
No, I didn't.
or I guess on Monday, on Martin Luther King Day.
I did not do that.
Yeah, I can tell
But
you
did
who
you?
did. I tried. I failed. I can't believe I
You
went
actually
over-
stood outside.
Yeah, for a solid 45 minutes.
How many people were in line?
I think a dozen in front of me. So this is one of those rare situations where the shoe only gets released in person, like
Yeah.
at a store.
A lot of the SBs now are getting released to the skate shop.
And we talked about it. Evidently,
Makes sense.
dunks are back in vogue.
Yeah, they're back in
like,
style.
It switched to
It's
Jordan
this will
ones.
be the year of the SB dunks for sure.
I'm with it.
Yeah,
I got a
for
pair of Newcastle dunks burning a hole in my pocket right now. I'm waiting for that sucker to get like $600, and I'm flipping.
Nice.
I've had it for years. But the infrared dunks came out, and I was like, well, this
They're
is something
fire.
that
They're
I-
actually really nice.
I was contemplating if they had multiple pairs, I was gonna cop several.
But you're not gonna get more than one at a skate
Probably
shop.
not.
They're gonna limit one per customer.
Obviously.
They said first come first serve, so.
But still.
Did they give out tickets and stuff, or like
No,
to say?
Okay, I'm not going to besmirch the name of this store because I think they actually took over for another store that failed, and now they're trying to rise like the phoenix and become the skate shop that sticks in DC. But I will say they're one of the only shops in the area that carries the orange label variety of Nike offerings. So
Oh, nice.
there's your hint. So I showed up there in the hopes of just getting one pair. Like I didn't have delusions of grandeur. I thought perhaps I might show up a little too late and I might get like a size 11. And, you know, maybe I can flip for a decent penny. All good. There's only like 10 people in front of me. I figure at that point,
Did you go by yourself?
all by my lonesome.
Oh my god.
I do my dirt all by my lonely. Solo dolo. I show up and there's only 10 people. I think, okay, a size runs, what, 13 pairs or so?
Yeah.
I got a shot to get a pair. And I'm there, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm there 30 minutes. And then the obviously pot-addled shoe store owner shows up, and he's like, "Oh, what's up, guys? What's going on? All right, yeah, well, woo! By the way, we only have 6 pairs. We'll see you guys inside."
6 pairs. Oh, 6 pairs.
Jeez.
He has less than a full size run, and
It's
they
horrible.
made this whole hubbub. They post the thing on Instagram and say that
Really?
we're dropping the infrareds tomorrow on Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to the King.
Shout out to the king.
I don't know. Like they made this grandiose post about dropping this shoe, which a lot of folks were hyped up about. The first guy in line for this thing. Okay, let me set the scene. It's DC. It was the coldest night of the year. I think it got to single digits.
Yeah.
And the dickhead who was number 1 in line was there from 1 a.m. the night prior.
Oh, he deserves a shoe.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That man got a shoe.
Okay.
His friends got a shoe. AJ did not get a shoe. Being number 10 in line obviously is not good.
That's usually not a bad number.
Yeah, that's gonna say it.
No,
Yeah.
For a shoe drop,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good spot
In
to be
normal
in.
cases, you would have got one.
Yeah, but
Just not this time.
no. L season continues. I think Jack told me while he was in New York City to try to get the kid size Travis Scott Air Force Ones, which was L number 1 for the week.
Yeah.
And then
Did you get that one?
No.
Oh.
So the infrareds was L number 2. And then you told us about the Air Jordan 3. What is it? The Unite Edition?
The other
Yeah, the night edition.
And that was L number 3.
Hey, I got an L too, so I got the
How
payment.
many L's have you gotten in a single week?
It's pretty numerous.
Three-
Depending,
three-
3 to
three
4,
normal?
3
Okay.
to 4. It's fine.
January
getting
has been
used to
a
it.
tough month, man.
Yeah,
Bad
it's
month.
slow. It's slow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
it's gonna ramp up soon. You know why?
All-Star weekend?
Yeah.
Can't wait to catch a dozen L's in a calendar month.
No man, what is
if
it?
there's any possible way I could get those like retro
Yeah.
Jordan 1s
Yeah.
or whatever they were, oh god.
It'd be
That
great.
Chicago edition? Oh,
Yes.
I want that.
It'd be like 350, I
want
think.
that.
I'm with that. Can I complete sidebar? Do you know they talk about sneakers on ESPN on The Jump?
What?
So the
Well,
show
now they have.
the show is called it's NBA The Jump, and
Okay.
they talk about basketball, and then all of a sudden they have a segment devoted to one guy who is their quote unquote director of sneakerheads. Like he is just there to talk about shoes. It's the craziest thing. This whole thing is pervasive, and I'm not okay with it. But it's on like regular network TV.
Well, that dude we were talking about last week, that Jacques dude, he's over at the NFL, the All-Star Pro Bowl. I mean, he's out
He
there.
didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
The
He's gonna-
NFL
he's gonna
All-Star
say-
Game.
He's gonna say All-Star
I
Weekend.
know. All-Star Game is on my
It's just
my
top of
brain.
mind. That's fine.
Is it the skills challenge on now?
Yeah, he's out there doing he's talking to all the players that are into sneakers, and he's doing unboxings or whatever he's doing.
Right. Yeah.
Interviewing Virgil Abloh.
But it's crazy, man. Sneakers is just blown up, and I hate it because it makes it harder for people like us to get.
Oh, it's so much harder.
Well, people like us, not this guy.
What?
Over here.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Bot over here.
No, there's no bots.
Software enhanced.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it was not successful. I don't think Ice would characterize his weekend as successful either. Well, I'll say this: you survived.
I'm alive.
So
I'm just
Jack-
tired.
Jack had fun. John lost, and Ice. How would you characterize your weekend? You just endured.
I'm alive.
You endured.
He survived.
Yeah,
He survived. Yeah.
I'm here for this.
Yeah, but
What happened?
oh,
Tell us what happened. What put you in this
Whoa,
situation where you had?
What put you in this situation?
is this live?
This is the
This-
NFL Pro Bowl skills competition.
man.
Is this happening right now?
This is
No, it's this daylight. They're in
I wish I
Orlando.
recorded this. This is kind of cool.
We're
Well, I think
watching.
they're-
We're watching television as we record.
I think they're airing it for the first time now. Okay,
Oh,
sidebar.
sorry.
Goddamn, Jesus
I'm
Christ!
so distracted.
Will you turn away?
I want to play.
Of course
This
you do.
looks so much fun.
This looks like Dave and Buster's. Like,
right? But like adult size.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
cool.
This is
Oh,
called
but anyways.
Thread the Needle.
So the wifey's b-day was this past weekend, so she wanted to spend her birthday away from the family.
Perfect. Just perfect.
that's how you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
So,
Away
like,
from your loved ones.
so I was like, it's cool. It makes sense. I mean, I would do the same.
If the undercurrent of the show wasn't so obvious.
It's like
So,
no.
so I was like, go for it, man. Have some fun.
That's cool.
So she
Come on,
she
man.
dipped out of town, so that meant I had the girls.
The
Friday,
twins.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh yeah,
Half a
she
day
came-
on
she-
Sunday.
Yeah, she came back on Sunday, so I had about two and a half days. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a handicap match for the ages.
So for people with kids, you basically know that if you don't have a lot of stuff planned, a lot of ruckus starts happening. You know, like they start
Chaos.
getting like they start getting like just a cabin fever. And
They get
start,
antsy.
Oh, they get antsy and they start like ripping each other a new one and they start yelling and get. I don't want none of that, especially when I don't have backup.
Yeah.
So I was
You
like,
need man.
so
You
I
need
was
man
like,
coverage,
dude,
and you can't play a zone by yourself.
Exactly. So I was like,
He wants
shoot,
SWAT. That's what he wants.
I am going to keep him as busy as possible. I'm gonna map out I'm gonna fill up every hour of their day until they pass out. And
there was so much room for activities according to your Instagram.
Oh my god,
a lot. It was a lot.
Holy shit.
So I just like activity after activity. I was just like on to the next, just like hour here, hour there, hour just keep
hours.
and I took it an hour at a time. I was just like I knew they had to go down around like 6 or 7 at night. So I was like, okay, I'm 5 hours till I get there, 4 hours till I get there. Just like, how do I fill up another? Oh, I can do this for another hour, and that's all it was.
It's like pottery, cooking class, gymboree, like purse making at Gucci, like everything you could possibly imagine.
I mean, what you guys saw on my stories was just like a portion of it. There's a
A
lot of stuff
microcosm.
that there's a lot more that I just like didn't have even the time to post. But I was just like, let's just fill up every minute of their day, and then I mean it mostly worked. It's like they knocked out pretty early, and they were pretty tired, and they were pretty happy. It was just Saturday night when we had everyone over in the house to watch UFC. I think it got a little crazy, and then they're like, oh, there's something going on in that.
Oh my god!
When Jack said, "Go pound it up your ass," I'm not watching UFC with you losers. We were giving Ice a break from his weekend of servitude. I don't know what they call it.
I was like, perfect. They go to bed by 6 something. So, given by 7, I got the entire night free. So and UFC started at 10. And I was like, oh, we can start drinking, we can start partying, and it'll be fine. And I thought they were just gonna be knocked out into the morning.
Negative.
If I got them busy all day, and that didn't quite work out. Actually, they were pretty good up until the end of the fight, and I think by the end of the fight somehow they.
It was like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, 2:00 in the morning. They were wide awake. They thought it was morning, so they wanted the doors open. They were trying to walk out. I was like,
oh my god!
I was like, go back in. Don't come out.
Disaster.
So then
you were getting texts from the wife like, why did the kids roll out of their beds? Why did they face down?
Oh, because she can see the camera.
It was funny. Like,
why is our child planking on the fine pine that lays on our floor?
Did she look at it through the Google Hub?
Yeah. So we were watching the fight, and then I was getting text from her. She was like, one of our girls is like laying on the floor, right? I was like, oh crap. So I had to go
face to face with the family Doberman.
I had to like pick her up, put her back in bed. But I mean, overall, it was a good weekend. You
survived.
I survived. It was much needed because they get really clingy to the mother. So So for once, they're like
get out of town.
They love dad. So I was like, I can live with this.
I hear it turns. I hear it change
at some point, right?
Yeah, that they will just be clinging more to you, to
up until high school or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So they can drive.
Basically.
Until the woman years.
It's gonna be a tough 15 years. All right. Well, you survived, and you actually got a window to hang, which I honestly didn't expect. When you mentioned that you were interested in hanging out and watching the UFC thing, I thought, okay, there's a snowball's chance in hell.
They'll pass out by 6.
Like,
I mean, that's the beauty about schedule.
You are way more optimistic than you should be.
We have our kids on a schedule, so it's clockwork. It's predictable. Every night I know they're going to be asleep by 7 at the latest.
A broken clock is right twice a day. So you were optimistic. I was not, but somehow I think it worked out
for the most part.
And we actually got some of the boys over again. Jack, no show.
What are you holding that against me for?
Not to say you promised it. I'm just saying.
It was in another state.
Hey, come on, man.
You said go die. But then we got our boy Liam the beer tender out. Billy made an appearance. And someone who hasn't made an appearance on the show yet, Ray.
We'll get him on at some point.
One of these days. Redskin superfan number 99. He came out and he was packing. But they all rolled through. I'm sorry, Ahmad Tony. Forgot about him too. Apparently,
you got his full name. You son of a gun.
Is that his real name?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I don't know. The fact of the matter is, okay, here, complete sidebar. Would you write down the timestamp on that? Complete sidebar. Evidently, I've known Ahmad Tony.
You just say it again. You know. So you know what the thing is about his name is that everyone says his full name. It's very easy to say.
It's like name. Bob Backlund. Like it just rolls off your tongue. Like it's his character name.
Right.
So when it comes to Tony,
his name is Ahmad. His name's Ahmad. You know that, right? Jeez, man.
Can we give him another name?
I
That's his name.
I
What
think
do you want me to give him?
I feel like Tony's
I don't have
catching
enough.
it.
I don't.
He hasn't like authorized us to use his name. And
No, he just
He doesn't exist in this universe, okay? He just doesn't exist.
not in the MCU.
No, not at all. He's not canon.
It is-
I've known him evidently going back like 20 years. Like, it's the craziest thing. Like, he dated like a friend's cousin, and like he told me he has an obscure karaoke tape of this dude singing Craig David, and I'm like, oh god, no. That's like, there's no way.
No.
And then he laid down like the timeline, the characters involved. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's me. And he says he still listens to it. And I'm like, okay, it's getting weird.
No way.
I still
Agent.
listen to it every night.
He's
Go
like,
to sleep.
he's like, man, that cat can sing. I'm like, no. Just chuck that thing into the garbage. I don't want you like trying to like convert it into a digital format. Just let it all go, bro. But we got all the characters out for UFC 246. Okay, so the thing you alluded to at the beginning, the brush it off your shoulders bit, the terrible bit, we'll never talk about it again, but Conor McGregor makes his triumphant return to the UFC, and he knocks out Cowboy Donald Cerrone
TKO.
in the process.
Yeah, they stopped the fight by stoppage.
My God, it pains me to have seen that whole thing happen in real time. Because I'm a mark for Cowboy Cerrone. Like, I'm all the way in.
He's always gonna go out on a shield. Like that's what is the allure
Like,
of Cowboy. He'll take any fight anytime.
He's either going to murder or get murdered. Like,
There's no
there's no gray area whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
And to see like a guy that I have a great affection for, because he's a guy who fights on 3 weeks notice. Like, he'll fight in
and
January.
that was a terrible mistake.
Horrible idea.
It was just an awful idea.
Like,
yeah.
it's like it's December 14th. It's like, my legs are under me. I'll fight again in January.
Well,
And
he did.
He's done it before.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the
quick turn.
instance. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's pulled it off before, but I don't think he was prepared to pull it off
But
against this caliber of opponent.
Does that normally work out for him?
No,
These last
no.
minute fights.
Well, the last time he did that, I think he knocked out Rick Story with that 1-2 kick combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit him 1-2 up in the head and then kicked him in the face and then he knocked him out. That was like a sick. This was like Mortal Kombat style combo. But he took a fight with an unknown fighter, pretty obscure fighter, a few weeks later. That's what John's alluding to. So I was like, yeah, that's not a good idea. And he lost. I think he somehow, some kind of stoppage. So, I mean, Cowboy does
Honestly,
that.
no, like, it adds to his lore.
Yeah, exactly. So
The
people
fact
are
that he's
like,
so willing.
he's willing to just take any fight anytime, but it's to his detriment because he's such a talented fighter. He could have just saved himself and be like, you know what?
So much.
I'm gonna wait for a high contender.
I want a title fight.
Yeah,
like
or a title
something.
fight. I mean, he's got like the most wins in UFC history, but he doesn't have a belt. He's never. In the one time he did go for a belt, he got destroyed. So it's like he could have waited for another chance. So this fight could have catapulted him into it. Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
for sure.
it was probably the payday.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably wanted that.
Oh yeah,
I would
for sure.
think between like, that's the only two things you can really hope for as a fighter at this point in the game. Like, you either want that gigantic payday or you want a belt.
Yeah.
And usually the belt is synonymous with getting a big payday. But in this case, it was strictly for a payday.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
I mean, he's not gonna pass up on fighting like a big headliner.
No,
like
not
that,
at all. Not at all.
With all the eyes and everything.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And for the slim chance that he was gonna win,
Yeah.
it's like it would have been great for his career.
If it went more than 40 seconds, he had a good shot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, the shoulder thing was something I don't think I've been prepared to see in any fight.
That was just.
I know the shoulder thing. What's ironic is that I think I've seen it more from John Jones, who fights with the same camp with Wink, Jackson Wink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like this. They come from the same camp in New Mexico. So you would think he would have like some wherewithal, some know-how or knowledge about that specific technique, but he was not prepared for it whatsoever. And I think it was the fact that
You talking about Cowboy?
Cowboy.
Oh yeah, he split from that camp. He was doing.
So he's not with Jackson Wink
No,
anymore?
no.
Okay, so he's on that.
He's on his own. He has a ranch out in like Colorado or something, and he brings like his own trainer and coach out there.
Love it.
Yeah.
But man, it did not go well for him. That
No, not at all. I mean, that's just
God
something
damn.
like it's sort of like the foot stomp. You're in the clinch, right? You're just doing something to kind of just bother the other fighter, and it actually hit, and it broke. Broke his orbital bone. Is that what it broke?
Nose or orbital
Nose
bone?
or something like that, and then it just affected.
Something that knocks you out. Like
Yeah, it
destroys
affected
your-
the fight, right? It affected Cowboy, and then he kind of was backpedaling at that point. Like you can tell, like immediately right after they separated, you could see him kind of just backing up.
Wait, did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I
In
watched
real
it.
time?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, from the
Got to the
hotel
bar?
No, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Sorry.
I was just like, I'm like, what?
You gotta give someone's last name real quick.
No.
Get us back on track.
No, it's I saw it. I didn't see it from the hotel, but I saw
You went
it from,
out.
I saw it from my phone. How about
Nice.
that?
Okay.
Oh.
Boo.
Boo.
It was 40 seconds, man. I you just see it real quick.
Actually, in hindsight, you're probably right. I think we spent way more money than it was worth. To
I
watch the
thought
whole
it was
thing.
worth it. There's a lot of fights where if it ends quick, you're really upset by the fight. But I actually feel like I enjoyed this 40 seconds worth of seeing Connor.
Because he got a break.
No, right?
He
He was
got
just
40
like,
more
That's true.
seconds away from his kid.
yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Well,
Did you enjoy the fight? Did you enjoy anything
not
else?
the Holly Holm part. We'll say
That was a
much.
long. That was a decision, right?
Okay, I'll tell you this. We had all those guys over at the house for the fight. During this fight, I was literally the only person in the room watching the fight. Everyone else decided they're going to go piss, smoke, or drink on the deck, and I'm the
Sounds
idiot.
about right.
Yeah, I'm the only dumbass who sat there the entire damn time.
Do you remember the last time that we saw a Holly Holm fight like together?
It's rousing.
I think it was against Rousey.
Was it?
Yeah.
Gotta
Was
get
it?
kicked off. Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, it was like it was
No.
one of her earlier fights. We went to Hooters in Boston.
Oh,
Was that Hooters?
you know what?
Or Buffalo Wild Wings. That's
that
what it was.
that
Yeah.
was a Holmes fight?
Yeah, that was one of her
Rousey had a fight that night too.
she did, but she didn't fight Rousey. But like
Was that her first fight against
Someone, or-
Raquel Pennington?
I think it was the first.
Oh my goodness.
But did she win by decision that time?
She won that fight by decision.
Yeah,
Which is
so
why-
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Symmetry. It's a
Was
beautiful
it a
thing.
5-round fight? No, because it was co-main.
This one?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Dang, no wonder it dragged on.
It was a death march.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of a sidebar to all this. You couldn't have a more inconsequential fight for a co-main event. But I mean, they had names, so I guess it's a relatively big deal. But
Anthony Pettis lost.
oh, thank God!
He got submitted.
Woo!
That's probably in the prelims, right? Or was that
No.
part of the main card?
First fight of the
First fight, yeah. He got submitted, right?
Yeah, it was like a Sodic fight
Oh yeah.
and feel me. Sodic and feel me or something.
What?
I guess I was so drunk by that point it didn't make any amount of difference whatsoever. I think it was one of the fights that got plugged
Sadiq.
into the main card.
Oh, because Claudia Gadeja.
Because our girl, Rob's girl, was 37 pounds overweight. And
5.5 pounds. 5.5 pounds.
It might as well be a
Did you see the weigh-in? When you know a fighter is not gonna like make weight,
She
they
knew,
completely
right?
yeah, she knew that because they're weighing themselves before the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, now granted, cutting weight is hard, especially for women. I hear it's even more difficult if you're doing it repeatedly. It's harder each time. But like you go up there and then when you have to get covered by the drapes, you're just like that's no good.
It's no good.
When you're up there like this with your clothes on, you know you hit it.
Yeah.
So it's like she's so messed up. It's so short.
As someone who has cut weight in my youth, it sucks balls.
It does. It
You have
definitely
to-
sucks.
You have to like work your ass off nonstop, and then you have to cheat the system. It's inherently a part of the game. Like you got. I think I mentioned. Did I mention this on the show?
No.
I stood on my head. I had to cut 8 pounds in one day.
You stood on your head.
Yes. So I was getting close. So from 2:30 in the afternoon, this is when I was a wrestler. 2:30 in
The
the
wrestler?
afternoon.
Were you
I-
the wrestler?
wrestler.
I was Mickey Rourke. From 2:30 in the afternoon until 8 o'clock in the evening, I was constantly moving, wearing plastic bags and sweatshirts, and just like trying my level best because evidently, if I didn't do this, I was going to lampoon the team. So I was just I was a ball of fire the entire day. And all of a sudden it's like 7:55, and my coach is like, yeah, the athletic director is coming down. I do a quick check on the scale. I'm like half a pound over. This is hours of trying to like just burn off every ounce of
Did
water
you have to
in
hit
my
it on
body.
the dot? You can't
I
be a
had-
half pound?
No, this is like the final weigh-in before
Oh,
like, the
okay.
rest of the season. Like the rest of the year, I get like an extra pound, but like this day, I had to be on weight. So like full blown panic, and I'm like, oh my god, I have no other fluids. I can't take a shit here right here now. What do I do, coach? He's like, I got it. Stand on your head.
How does that even work?
I don't know.
It screws up your weight distribution in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, your blood rushes to your head.
Evidently. So it like in the the 10 seconds I need to get on weight, it worked. So
Were you like right on the number?
I think I got just below it. I don't remember the actual number because I was really dizzy at that point. But
He lost 8 pounds.
I lost 8 pounds in a day because my friend who was well under that weight decided today's the day I'm going to quit the team. So John's going to slide into that spot and move down a weight class. And it was a problem, but after that, it's all gravy. Made the weight for the rest of the season. Didn't suck, so it was fine. But I know the pain of trying to make weight in a very condensed time frame. It sucks, but
this is their livelihood, and
but-
for her to like come in 5.5 pounds over, that means it's like she didn't have the discipline.
it screams of unprofessionalism. And
Sure.
and again, I think you brought up the point. For women, it's different. Like they have hormonal issues. Like their bodies work differently from men. But it's a part of the game. Like you have to make the
So
weight
what
in order to
happens
fight.
to the other fighter? Do they still get a pay or?
They
It's very subjective,
it's-
honestly.
Yeah.
right?
So I mean, the
I
way
think-
that UFC structures their contracts, it's like, so there's two portions, right? So it's like 50 to show. Let's just say I get 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So 50 to show, 50 in the win bonus.
Oh, okay.
So like
If
she
you lose, you're screwed.
yeah, if you lose, you're screwed. You just get your show
Right.
your show portion. But I think with this, they'll still get something.
Yeah.
They'll probably get their show
I
money.
would be livid
Yeah.
if I busted my ass for months
Yeah.
training for this fight, and all of a sudden,
And this fat asshole
just because someone didn't take it seriously.
can't
Right.
lay
I-
off the card.
I
No?
think at sometimes if you're like, let's just say you're 2 pounds over or a
Yeah.
pound and a half, like they'll be like, okay, we're gonna give you a portion of my purse, right? So that we can
Which was-
continue with the fight.
So they actually agreed to that. So usually when you're overweight, they say 20% of your purse goes
Yep.
to your opponent.
Yeah.
That's usually the agreed upon standard within the contracts. But because she was so egregiously overweight, they said, okay, 30% goes to your opponent. And they're like, done. Okay, she's so fat, we totally understand. Done. Sign the contract.
And she said no.
And then
No, but they're fighting
and then,
the
and then
commission.
Vegas rolled in at the 11th hour and
Vegas.
said, no, we can't let this shit happen.
Yeah, they're not.
So
They weren't gonna let it.
they
happen.
said, you've been canceled. Cancel culture. It's
Jeez.
over.
Yeah.
It was just an egregious transgression at this point. So that fight got nixed. We got the So Dick fight as the replacement.
So Dick.
So fun. Oh, I think we only have a few minutes left. So yeah, that whole thing played out. Where do we want to go here? Do you want to say who we want to fight Connor next? Because like this whole conversation has been about other shit. But we ignored the fact that Connor came back and beat the shit out of Donald Cerrone.
Right.
Jack, I'll defer to you real quick. Who do you think he should fight next? 'Cause there's-
Masvidal.
Okay, that was really fast.
Jorge Masvidal, the BMF, the bad
I
mother
would
effer
love
champion.
to see the BMF title.
Because
up
he's
for
not going to
grabs.
fight Khabib next. Khabib has a monster waiting for him, Tony Ferguson. So
Yeah.
that fight should have happened 3 years ago, but Tony had a freak accident and tore an ACL and has
Mm-hmm.
been grinding his way back. So it's not going to happen. It's probably
Should
going to
they
be.
fight on the same card.
Why not? And if it let's
When's
that
that
would
fight happening? Tony and Khabib. Is that April?
yeah, that's too quick of a turnaround.
That's 3 months. What are you talking about?
I mean, I guess
That's
do
3
it.
months. That's a 3-month camp. And they're
that's
saying
true.
he would fight. What is his name? Masvidal at 170.
Yeah, because he didn't take any damage. So yeah, I would say yeah, that's what I'm saying.
fine.
He's fine. He
I'm
actually
trying
did-
to fortify
he
your
looks.
case.
He's looking. He came out looking great out of that fight.
So
But yeah,
good.
Masvidal I think would be the fight. They could go do a Nate trilogy and then complete the trilogy, but I don't think they want to take the luster from Khabib because he's going to be the champ. So it's got to be Masvidal.
Okay, fair. Ice, do you have any insight?
I mean,
Who do you want to?
nothing that's worth considering. But I think for me as an outsider, Khabib. I think after what happened last time, that's what people want to see.
He will fight your chicken.
Yeah, I mean, for people, just for how ugly that fight was, it was just like I don't know. You kind of just want to see it again.
Sure,
Just
of
like-
course. I want to see that.
And then and you mentioned he wasn't properly like.
He wasn't hydrating correctly.
No, he drank proper 12 for a week. I don't know why.
So going into if he went into this with the right state of mind and he prepared for this,
right state of mind.
So it's like I would love to see that.
The New York state of mind.
Yeah, I want to see if it changes anything, because I mean, some people say yes, some people say no.
A focused Connor could come in and do damage. Why not?
I think if he fights Diaz now, he will actually murder him. Like the first fight, obviously he lost, but the second one he went the distance. I think the fact that we actually have a motivated Connor, and he's gonna fight at a consistent weight. Like
170, man.
He's going to punch a hole through the back of Nathan's head. So I think, logically speaking, timeline-wise, and for sheer interest sake, I think the Nathan fight is the one to go.
The Nathan.
But honestly, whatever happens, I think we're all back in.
I think at this point he'll take any fight, anyone that's willing to come at him. He'll like, sure.
Yeah, why not?
The king is back.
Let's do it.
The king is back. All right, we got like 5 minutes left. Do you guys want to talk Redskins?
Talk Zion.
Perhaps
everybody's talking about Zion. You want to talk about Zion?
Okay, we'll just table that. You know what? Get ready for the Redskins discussion, right? Yeah. Maybe? No. He's trying to find the song on the board. We're gonna talk about Zion. Did you watch the Zion's debut last night?
Parts of it, yeah. I saw like.
When did you check in?
The fourth quarter.
Okay. It's the right time.
Yeah.
I can't argue with your sentiment.
Yeah.
So you saw like the actual productive portion of his.
Yeah, debut. I reviewed the previous part of the game where I was just the analysis of it, where the Spurs made it very known that they were not going to let him get off, like just go off. So
you shall not pass.
This was like, and this is an important game too. The Spurs are fighting for the 8th seed. You never see that in a Popovich era. The Spurs, you're like, what? But
they suck. Yeah,
they're not good, man. So they're in a rebuild, sort of like grasping like era. So. But yeah, I mean, he went off. He went on that run all by himself. 17 points, like 4 threes. You're like, what is happening?
So the over/under for points that he would score in the game was 15.
Yeah, you hit those prop bets.
I mean, right at the end.
Yeah, right at the end.
Oh my
I stand corrected.
Man.
It was 11 points.
That's really low.
But I'm saying when you got through the third quarter, you're like, oh my god.
You're like, I'm gonna hit.
He was only at 5, right?
I know.
He's not gonna get through the game at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
But it was wild to see that thing, because I kind of sleptwalked through the entire first 3 quarters. Like I saw him score his first bucket. I'm like, this is no good. It's the third quarter. He just scored for the first time, and then all of a sudden, like I was.
They just left him open.
I was awake.
Free throws, like, come on, man. It's like, come on, we expect more from you.
No, but come on, man. This is his first real live NBA game action. Like, you expect him to just go off? He's out of shape. He's not in game shape either. How many minutes do you play? Like 18? Like something like 20 minutes?
He was on a minutes restriction?
Yeah, he's on a restriction. Come on, man. Like,
he's wearing a knee sleeve that didn't befit his skin color. Like, it was just the weirdest circumstance, period. And he
John, they make black like knee sleeves. If you know, it'll look a lot better than that.
Nice.
But anyways,
fair point.
But I was like,
can't argue with that.
The thing that had me wondering was like, yes, he pulled off this miraculous run, and he like
those 4 buckets in the row.
It was impressive. It really was. But I'm not gonna take that away from him. But
he's about to take it away.
He's about to do that.
In the first 3 quarters, he didn't look that impressive. He made it to the end of the game where he started making this run, and it's like, why you want to give him a lot of credit? He had no defense on him.
They left him open.
They left him open for all these shots. These guys are professionals. They need to make shots when they're that wide open, especially a guy like Zion. So I can't say like, oh, here he comes. He's gonna be rookie of the year. It's like,
oh no, that's out the window.
That ship is sailed.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to Ja Morant.
Exactly.
Yo, that kid is crazy.
Woo!
That kid is crazy.
Even his missed dunks. Oh my
yeah,
God.
he just jumps out of the gym, dude.
Where's Ja?
But I mean, there's a lot. So he's been
hyped.
There's
a lot to like.
Yeah, but going back to Zion, he's been hyped since high school, dude. Like since AAU, they've been following him since then. So him coming out and actually getting game action, like everybody was hyped for it, and maybe it just took he felt
life
the nerves,
own,
so it kind of got out of control. But once he hit that first bucket and he started going on the little run, it's just like you know how it is. Like you see the basket, you just throw it up, and then you know you hit. Damn, just keep
I'm
going.
in the zone. He's like Woody Harrelson. He's in the zone.
Yeah.
Why
Exactly.
was he wide open though? Why,
They left him open.
Why?
They
He
stopped
doesn't.
caring.
He doesn't. Well, because he doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He didn't shoot a lot
They
of
just
threes.
expect him to rush in. So
Yeah,
they're staying low.
Yeah. So he doesn't. He didn't shoot a lot of threes in any portion of his career prior to getting to that game, right?
Yeah.
So Duke, high school, whatever the case may be, he didn't shoot a lot of threes. So why not? Just let him shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's bound to come back to earth. Like.
Well, I mean, the first, I guess, first couple buckets, it was all down low anyway.
Yeah.
so,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, but
makes sense.
he's so athletic. I mean, there's a lot of people still hating on him and his build, right? Like, the camera definitely adds 10 pounds because it didn't look good.
Jesus.
No.
But I mean, he is a brick.
How many
shit
cameras
house.
were on him for that game?
Yeah, but he's a brick shit house.
But
Man.
he always looks like thick.
Yeah,
but
man.
then
It's strong.
I'm always surprised with how high he can get off the ground and
Yeah,
how
man.
agile he is.
His
and
hops
stuff.
are sick. There's a lot of people who are comparing him like his athleticism to like Barkley when Barkley was in Philly, where Barkley was just. I mean, Barkley was like 6'3", but he could just destroy down low, and he was just.
Yeah.
You're like, there's no way this guy can outmuscle me, and he was just doing that.
I mean, what was it? he had a preseason debut where he was like ripping the ball from like a dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Damn, man.
And then take it easy, bro. Then he's.
Mucho, take it easy. Yes.
But I mean, he's only 19. Sky's the limit. Like, I
Impressive.
hope he's gonna be. He'll develop into a good player. Hopefully, his body develops, and he is able to work
body
out.
Develops?
Yeah, he's 19. You don't think he's still gonna grow?
He's gonna grow into his frame.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? He's gonna get.
You're telling me he's gonna get
He's gonna
fatter?
get stronger.
Oh,
That's
He's
what
gonna
he.
get stronger than what he is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
He's gonna grow. He's gonna be like grow. He'll have like grown man strength soon. It's like, yo, he's still a kid, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So we're back in then.
I'm in. I mean, I don't want to anoint him, right? A lot of people are anointing him, but no, you still have to show it. You still prove it. There's a lot of potential. Hopefully, he can live up to that potential. But there's
Yeah.
so much hype around
I
him.
mean, it's probably the most hyped player since LeBron.
Yeah,
I
for
think,
sure.
Coming into the league with that much pressure, that he's gonna be like this new era of basketball.
You already have. It's his name is Giannis, the Greek freak, man.
Oh man.
I'm so in for the Zionist revolution. Long live Zion. What?
Only he came to the Wizards. That would have been cool.
Okay.
What
We-
pick
we-
did
now-
we
now-
have?
I don't.
What pick did we have? We had like the
did it.
8th pick.
He's lamenting something that couldn't have. Like
We had the
there's
9th pick. We
five
picked Rui.
picks. 5 picks difference or 8 picks. I'm sorry. Like he's really lamenting this.
Yeah, man.
We need help.
There was
in
no
Houston.
shot. Stop it. We Davis Bertans. That's my guy. All the chips in on Davis. All right. I think we're back in on the Zion train, and we're ready to take another shot in honor of Zion.
Another shot.
Oh, I have something here.
What?
I have something for.
Oh! What is this?
Screwball.
Oh, what is it? Did you get this from New York?
No. I got it at ABC, so that's why I was late.
Okay. So he told us we could.
It's a peanut butter whiskey.
What?
Are we gonna drink this now?
We can if you want.
Okay. Who has legitimate concerns about getting home tonight? I have to ask that.
Not I, but I do have to take a leak.
Okay. Well, I guess the show's over.
It's fine. We can do it after. The
No,
show.
we can do it on the show.
Okay.
I'll hold it. I'm
Is
an
this
adult.
is this a sipping whiskey or?
You sip. I haven't tried it myself. I hear good things.
All right.
You haven't tried this?
I hear good things.
How long have we all died?
I went into an ABC store and the gentleman there sold me on it, and he was like, "You gotta try this."
You such a sucker.
I am.
He sold you on peanut butter whiskey.
You try. We can all try it. and
We'll
we
find this out right now. Okay, we'll sip. We don't have to throw it all back.
Yeah, well, don't throw it all back. Just take a sip. We'll,
In the name of friendship
This is hard.
and the Super Bowl weekend and Zion's debut.
Here,
are
man.
you- Here, take my bottle.
Yeah,
Take my
Jesus
bottle. Give me
Christ.
that thing.
Can we switch?
Yes,
Sorry.
please.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ. What is happening?
A lot of hard truths coming out here tonight.
These two hands are so
Uh oh, John's.
see, it wasn't. I was
You need a wet
sabotaged,
towel?
man.
You need a wet towel?
Don't use the teeth.
Oh God,
Don't use the teeth.
dude, don't do that.
Oh.
We're all
Use
good.
the teeth.
We're all good. These 2 teeth. I don't know. All right. Well, cheers, boys. Glad to have Jack back from the big city. Glad to have Ice back. Period.
He survived.
Ah.
He survived.
He survived. All right, then we survived this episode. So cheers to you folks on the YouTube, and I guess we'll see you next.
Ooh,
We'll do
it does,
super.
it does smell like peanut butter. Smell it.
Ooh.
Isn't that weird?
I guarantee it doesn't taste like peanut butter.
Really? Why would it?
You let me know.
All right.
Okay, well, cheers, and I think we'll do some Super Bowl previewing next week. Perhaps?
Yeah, definitely.
I got an idea for the Super Bowl. I'll float it out there in this week.
Oh.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
No good.
It actually does taste like peanut butter.
I was wrong.
It tastes like peanut butter.
It tastes like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh,
Holy
crap.
shit!
What just happened?
I killed the
He killed the feed.
Oh.
I killed the mice.
I was like, how did it all stop?
I think I'm gonna drink this whole thing.
It's good, right?
Holy shit!
It really does taste like peanut butter.
This is like the sweet baby Jesus of whiskeys.
It was made by a Cambodian man.
By who?
A Cambodian immigrant
Of course it was.
who had.
Are you serious? Is this? Are you doing a bit right now or what?
No, I'm pretty sure it's from the guy from Cali. Or some
Of course
shit.
it is. It's a fucking howitzer in there. What's the name of the show?
I said shout out to the king, but I don't think that's cool.
What the Ice is Barry Horowitz.
Pretty good.
Did you kill the stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god damn.
Wait.